I started out as a potter. I was a potter for many, many years before I went back to school. I was a painter before that actually, and then I went back to academia after 10 years of having a pottery studio. I was an abstract sculptor and searching for my work, you know. In the adage of not all personal work is good, but all good work is personal, I kind of changed what I was doing, and I had not worked with a figure before, so I worked with a figure for maybe 9 years now, and decided to start incorporating other materials in that in an effort to try to suss out the world that I grew up in. My father taught me how to build houses, work with wood, work with steel. My mother taught me how to sew. So working in a doll format was a really fortuitous jump into how to take both of those materials, the hard and the soft, and the clay is kind of symbolic of both of those. It can be hard, it can be soft, it can be decorative, it can be structural, and that representing me within that trifecta of materials. I'll leave out all the conceptual stuff, but that's basically how I did it. I do all my sewing, earthenware, sewing, woodwork, welding, stuff like that. I keep a stockpile of antiques, found object stuff, because clay is so expansive it can be debilitating. Sometimes you can make anything with a lump of clay, and having objects that have like an inherent mental tactility to that, it can be a great jumping off point into whatever idea that you want to do. And the quotes that I use are people send and found objects. And there's like this, there's a preciousness, I think, to fabric that's like it's soft and it's used for comfort in a way that I had not been used to with art materials before, I think. So yeah, I think they're all just sitting around there, and you think about ideas that are not necessarily art related, and they start to manifest in the stuff that's sitting around. So in my work, at least, these objects are not accoutrements. I don't ever want them to be accoutrements to anything. And there's memories of that, and there's institutional memories of that stuff. Now, I think we live in a time that's what would be categorized as like atemporal, like we've never had more information and less context to put that into. And these people are often misusing these things as like an allegory for cognitive dissonance. You know, you remember things to your advantage at that moment, and then you remember that enough times, and then you didn't spill that beer at the party, somebody else spilled that beer, and then it goes into history that way. And I think we're all living through the ramifications of that on a societal level right now. And so those objects end up being about that tethering of like an actual object versus something I can make or something I can cut apart and do my own shaping, I guess. Does that answer that question? Somewhat?
And Shelley?